Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you. I came out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Now, this lesson is going to be speaking about the mark of the beast, ultimately. But it's speaking about a video that I did a few months ago going into the law that suggests, or not suggests, that states that the Canadian banks are not supposed to be operating in after 2025. So this is in the official Canadian law website, laws.justice.gc.ca. Okay, and when you read this, it's the Bank Act SC 1991 C46. Some of you brothers and sisters remember I did a lesson on this a while back, but it says subject to subsections 2, and banks shall not carry on business, and authorized foreign banks shall not carry on business in Canada after June 30th, 2025. See, so this right here is they're definitely up to something. Okay, and it has to do with the banking system. Okay, because at the end of the day, when they have this one world system, there's not going to be a whole bunch of entities that's going to be dealing with the system. It's going to be one central entity that they want to deal with the world system. You know, they might have the same name or whatever the case may be. I don't know how they're going to do it exactly, but they're going to have to get rid of a lot of these different entities. And it's very interesting that they have it in June 30th, 2025. And another thing about this June date, I believe that something major is going to happen concerning the MOTB in June, just so the Heavenly Fathers can make mockery of Bishop Nathaniel. That's what I personally think. You know, obviously I speak as a man. It's obviously not scriptural, but I believe so, man. This June date would be perfect because it's also the 6th month according to Esau's calendar. So either way, you see that, you know, this is what's supposed to be happening. So what are they trying to do? And I saw this article on Bloomberg, a Bloomberg magazine article, and I'll go here. And what I did was I typed in Chat GPT because, you know, Esau speaks a lot of mumbo jumbo. But I understood when I was reading, I said, this has something to do with them, you know, restricting the banks. Okay, I was reading it. It was speaking about, instead of quantitative easing, quantitative tightening. And it says, basically, just so I could make sure I had the correct understanding of it, but I'll read a bit of it here. It says, Gravel reiterated that the bank is able to continue quantitative tightening. And it's speaking about the central bank. It's not speaking about these individual banks. It's speaking about the Central Bank of Canada. Okay. Gravel reiterated that the bank is able to continue QT, which stands for quantitative tightening, even as it lowers interest rates to more normal levels. See, because this is like I said, this is an article. This is a piece of an article that I got from Bloomberg magazine or whatever. Okay, the website. It says, when the program ends, the bank said it will no longer buy Canada mortgage bonds and aim to diversify purchases, right? So it's not going to continue to buy these bonds, which is how these banks make their money. You know, they're selling the bonds, right, which is the debt. Okay, they said they're not going to buy any more new bonds. This is what they're saying. It says, we want to restore, and this is in 2025 now. It says, we want to restore a more balanced mix of assets with a broader range of maturity, including more short-term assets than we hold now. Government of Canada bonds will still be our biggest asset type, the deputy governor says. Yeah, because they're going to, for now, right? They're going to hold it. That's why they're still holding a good a majority of those bonds, right? It says the central bank under Governor Tiff Macklem has been shrinking its balance sheet for about 2 years, withdrawing the extraordinary stimulus quantitative easing provided during the C-19 demic. Its assets have fallen to about around 307 billion from a peak of more than 575 billion, as it allows government bonds bonds it holds to mature, draining liquidity from the financial system. Meaning what? The banks. This is draining liquidity from the financial system. That's right. So what they're holding their government bonds. They're allowing it to mature, right? Meaning they're not going to continue to buy any more government bonds. So what are they doing to these banks? What are they getting ready to do to these banks? Okay. And when I come down here, right, because I put it in ChatGPT just to clarify, and then it came here, impact on banks. It says, as the central bank reduces its holdings, it withdraws liquidity from the financial system. Okay. This means less money is available for banks to use in their operations, right? Which is how they make their money, by lending out money, right? So if they can't have that, the way they make money, if they're not able to do that anymore, what's going to happen to them? Which can affect how much they can lend and at what rates. And people are not going to take out loans for certain rates. If the rates are ridiculous, if you got a mortgage rate is, I'm just putting a number out there, the rate is fucking 45%. Why would someone do that? But this seems like they're clearly attacking these banks. They're moving on to a new stage of their system, okay, which is going to be that one world financial system, okay, right? And there's going to be a lot of hell that's getting ready to come for them to introduce this. This is, of course, Revelations 13 and verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, what is that mark? What is that mark? Matter of fact, let me start up at 15. Okay, that charagma, the micro C-hip, you know what it is. Okay, that's what the Neuralink. This is what they're getting ready to introduce to the world for total control. But they need to dissolve this present system in order to do it. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, right, which is this system, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. If you don't bow down to what they want you to do in this system, right, then you're no use to them. Okay, you have to be eliminated. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Now, this is speaking about people. It's not speaking about big nations and small nations, like Bishop Nathaniel was saying. It's speaking about actual people. Okay? It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This is people, human beings. Okay? And that no man might buy or sell. No man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And it should be simple to see at this point. Okay, you see people doing that now. They actually go around buying things with the mark, with the chip in their hand. There's people that do that. Or there's many videos on that. They have a woman named the Chip Girl. There's all kind of people doing this now. Okay, so this is going to be something that they're going to implement and make it mandatory eventually. Okay, they might start off and say, "Oh, it's a great practice to do. It makes sense," but then eventually they're gonna make it mandatory. Okay. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And this numbers is all over this technology. The bills that are passed, the patent, all different things. If you're looking, you'll be able to see it, right? If your eyes are open, all right, you catch these things. Oh, Neuralink, brother put it in the Apostle Hart shared a video of a brother putting it in the what do you call that? The numerology calculator. Gematria, I forgot, gematria, something like that. The numerology calculator. And when you put the word Neuralink inside of that, it comes up to 666 in the Greek. So what more do you need, man? What more do you need? Is you got to be willingly ignorant at this point. Now, this is Revelations 14:9, because if you take this mark, man, that they're getting ready to set up for you to take so that you can come into this financial system, right? You're going to be destroyed. There's no taking it out. There's no, okay, I repent. I'm going to put it in for a bit and take it out when Esau's not looking. No, you have to reject it altogether, no matter what comes with it, including death. Okay? It says, this is Revelations 14:9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image. And it says any man. So what is this guy talking about? Big nations and small nations, right? It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture. So the same one is going to have to receive that great judgment into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, the nuclear missiles, okay, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, okay? And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image. And that forever and ever doesn't mean that for all eternity. It just means for a very long time, okay? That doesn't mean they're going to be burning there for a very long time. It means the smoke of the destruction is going to go up for a very long time. Okay? And whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So if you receive that mark, you're going to be destroyed. Point blank, period. Okay? Point blank, period. All right? It even speaks about in Revelation 16 how you'll receive a grievous sore. Right, so we see Esau moving forward. You got to understand that this man is very subtle. Well, going back to Genesis 3, it tells you about the serpent, because the same spirit that's in these Edomites is the spirit that was in these is in the serpent. Okay, that was in the serpent. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord power had made, and he said unto the woman, yea, hath the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? So this man is very subtle. He does things subtly where you don't notice it, right? Because just a few months ago or a year ago, whatever, I found out about this law, and I said, well, what is this, right? Might have been a TikTok video or something, right? But I found out about this law, and I said, okay, so they're moving forward to get rid of these banks so that they could bring in what? The new financial system, right? You look at this word, Irawum. Irawum is for subtle. It's subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible, crafty, shrewd, sensible, prudent, right? So this is what the serpent is. The serpent doesn't just do things, man. He's very calculated. Esau is very calculated. He studies everything, man. He's studying us. He's studying the Hebrew Israelites, okay? This is a shrewd, this is the word shrewd. It says having or showing sharp powers of judgment, astute, right? So he's not just going to come out straight, say, okay, you guys got to take the MOTB. No, he did a test run with the C-19. You know, he knows that he has to bring in something major, a major calamity in order for people to accept it. He understands all this stuff, okay? Because he wants actually people to beg for a solution, right? Because you had the guy from Iowa, I think it was ASAP, he said, people, they don't want to get their kids juice now. So you think they're going to accept this? There's going to be all chaos. It's going to break out if they try to implement this. You're right. If they try to implement it now, if they try to implement it right now, just like that, there's going to be chaos. But when they have a major situation where people are starving to death and this is like a Mad Max situation on Earth. Oh yeah, people are going to be looking for that safety. They're going to be looking to get back to normal. You remember when the C-19 hit, people were talking about, oh, I want to get back to normal, get back to normal. Well, now technically you're back to normal, right? So wait till it gets maybe 1,000 times worse than that. How much more people are going to be begging to get back to normal? And all they got to do is take this device, put this device within them. Oh, you already got a cell phone? You ready to play PlayStation? You already got a TV? Why not? It's the next step. And everything will go back to normal. See how easy, see how simple that sounds? This is how this devil is coming, man. That's how this devil is coming. So with that, little one, this was edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.